When I was watching किसी का भाई किसी की जान, मैंने कहा ये किस सदी की पिक्चर है. Moment he shows his scarf also in Pathan, and there are people who go bonkers. So just imagine the star power of this person. The thing is that when you do films like these, somewhere down the lines, even your fans get disappointed. And I genuinely feel, that Salman needs to work with better directors.
Say someone like Salman Khan, who is in a position of calling the shots. There were rumors that he wrote this story, it's close to his heart, then some close friend wrote the story. Do you think somewhere maybe they don't have a reality check?
It's high time they had a reality check. It's high time they stepped out of their comfort zone or ivory tower, wherever they are.
Welcome to Bollywood Hangama. I'm Rohit Khilnani, and whenever we talk about business, we come to Mr. Taran Adarsh, veteran trade analyst and someone who does all the number crunching for us. Taran, thank you so much for giving me time once again.
Thank you, Rohit. Very kind of you to actually think of me time and again and talk to me about it.
There's never a better time. Every time I come, I'm like, there's so much to talk about. No 2 years are also the same.
Absolutely. I completely endorse that point of view also. And I genuinely feel that, box office itself is so unpredictable.
Right.
But that's the beauty of our business. That what I might be saying today or what might be happening at the box office yesterday could just change overnight. And that's the beauty of this business, I guess.
Right. So I'm coming to you after the big Salman Khan release, Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan.
Yeah.
Today we are in a time has passed, and can we ask you this question? Is it a hit? Did it work for the makers? Did it work for Salman Khan?
I think it worked for Salman Khan as a producer because I'm sure he recovered his costs and he made some money out of it. But if you ask me very honestly, if your film, be it Bajrangi Bhaijaan, be it Sultan, be it any other film, has been doing 300 plus crore at the box office, domestic box office, and this film falls short by leaps and bounds, does 100 plus or something, then that's a complete downfall. And I am sure that Salman, being the producer of the film, would be knowing the figures and facts and figures. I genuinely feel, and I stand by my statement that I made to Bollywood Hangama a few days ago. I said that, Salman needs to work with better directors, work on better scripts. When I was watching Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan, I saw it before the release, one day before the release. And I came out in the interval and I told the team, जो सलमान के टीम थी वहाँ पर, मैंने कहा ये किस सदी की पिक्चर है और क्या दिखा रहे हैं आप. But I like the second half. I thought that would pull it off, but no, it did not. Salman's star power is so immense that the Eid factor really helped to an extent. But after that, the collection just came down.
Right.
And I think somewhere down the line, even the audience expects so much from Salman Khan. He's such a huge star. And he should realize his potential. He should realize that, कि एक तो उन्होंने ऐसा मकाम हासिल किया है जिंदगी में, where he has, the moment he shows his scarf also in Pathan, and there are people who go bonkers, crazy that Salman is coming. CT, Tali, सब कुछ बदने लग जाती है. And I'm talking about multiplexes also, not just single screens. So just imagine the star power of this person. And I'm sure Salman knows that.
Right.
There's a very sensitive side to Salman Khan, which we saw on screen in Bajrangi Bhaijaan and Sultan. And I've known him over the years, so I've seen that a bit of that sensitive side of his when I've spoken to him a couple of times. There's a very sensitive side. I don't know why producers don't tackle that and portray that on screen.
Right.
Because Salman is a very nice person in real life. He's genuinely a very good soul.
That's what we've heard,
Yeah, and I think something that translates on the big, and that should not be difficult.
Right.
Because he's something that he has to just act what he is.
And also he has done it in Sultan, he has done it in Bajrangi Bhaijaan, so it's not that he can't do that.
ऐसा भी नहीं है कि he can't, and today he can pick and choose his directors. He can, and I mean, I would want to work, I would want to watch him work with Rajamouli, Rohit Shetty, the biggest of directors. Why not?
So why do you think it doesn't happen? Salman Khan making one call can do things.
He can really move things. But the only thing is, Rohit, that क्या हो जाता है कि हमारे यहाँ आदमी बाद में आता है, इनके ईगोज पहले आते हैं. And हमारे यहाँ elephantine egos होते हैं. And I guess everything is sorted out and people work with better directors and better who are at par, who can do justice to your talent. That's more important. Salman, as I said, is a fantastic star as far as the star power is concerned. There's no one to touch him. Shah Rukh also. But then, you know, the thing is, when you do films like these, somewhere down the lines, even your fans get disappointed.
Yeah.
And you keep reading on Twitter that those trends that, you know, Salman work with better directors, but, you know, and I genuinely feel, you know, that Salman needs to work with better directors.
Right.
As a well-wisher of the industry, as a well-wisher of Salman Khan
also.
I genuinely feel, and I conveyed it to a common friend that, you know, please tell him to work with better directors. I genuinely feel that.
Right. Say someone like Salman Khan, who is in a position of calling the shots. There were rumors that he wrote this story, it's close to his heart. Then some close friend wrote the story. Do you think somewhere maybe they don't have a reality check?
It's high time they had a reality check. It's high time they stepped out of their comfort zone or ivory tower, wherever they are, and, you know, realize and, you know, when you're a producer yourself, you get daily trends, you get daily numbers. And today everyone is well aware of it. Even the common man on the street knows कि ये picture तो flop हो गई, ये picture का इतना ही business हुआ है, whatever. I don't want to get into that. But the thing is, as far as किसी का भाई किसी की जान is concerned, maybe it's not a terrible film as such, but the business is a complete downer.
Right.
Let's be very honest about it. And I'm sure Salman must be realizing it. And he must have realized that, you know, he needs to work with better directors. As a well-wisher of Salman Khan, as a well-wisher of the film industry, we need to see him in larger-than-life, better entertainers than what he's doing at the moment. Look at, I mean, after Bajrangi Bhaijaan and after Sultan, you pick up films like Race 3, Radhe, and Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan. What?
Yeah.
Kya hai ye? I mean, who's not bound? I mean, your fans are bound to be dejected.
Yeah. You know, Salman being a biggest massy star, how come Shah Rukh Khan's Pathaan did so well and Salman Khan didn't even come close to that?
You know, it all depends on, but, you know, I would just like to add here, since we are talking about Salman, wait for Tiger 3.
Okay.
You know, if at all any film needs to be compared with Pathaan in terms of numbers, we'll have to compare Tiger 3.
Okay.
Because that's going to be a huge film. Having said that, I feel that, you know, Pathaan worked for various reasons. The entertainment part of it, Shah Rukh, Deepika, the larger than life, and the action. I mean, I'm sure people love the action. Shah Rukh is known as a romantic hero over the years, but then he's so good in action scenes.
Right.
He's a complete all-rounder, if you ask me. So is Salman. I mean, it's such a volatile combination when Salman and Shah Rukh get together. And that scene when they come together, post-interval and towards the end also. I genuinely wish that, you know, that more and more stars work in multi-starrers. You know, when I was growing up in the 70s, we had so many multi-starrers. From Amar Akbar Anthony to Naseeb to Kasme Wade to so many films round the clock, Muqaddar Ka Sikandar, and they were all big actors, 3, 4 actors were Kranti, Manoj Kumar Sahab used to make only multi-starrers at that point of time. And people used to work in those films.
And today we remember those.
And yes, the recall value is so tremendous. But today, as I said, the egos are so enormous that people don't want to work in multi-starrers for whatever reasons, or maybe the price structure is different. I genuinely wish that we make larger-than-life heroes. Rajamouli accomplished that with RRR.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure no other director would have pulled off Junior NTR and Ram Charan in one film in Telugu industry. But only Rajamouli could have done that, and he did that.
Right. And the actors also agreed to share space.
Absolutely, the trust.
Yeah, it's a trust.
The trust is very important with the director or with the maker of that film.
Right.
And I guess then things get smoothened out.
Right. Did Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan do well anywhere internationally? Some market in India, small towns.
You know, I guess smaller towns due to the Eid factor. Otherwise, overall, it's been a disappointment in terms of numbers. As I said, when you compare apples with apples and mangoes with mangoes, and you compare Salman with Salman, then I guess it's not done well at all when you compare it with his past achievements.
Right. You know, you were talking about the film that you came out of the interval, and this is what you said. What do you think when you see just the film and forget the business? What is the weakest point?
It could be anyone's film. It should keep me glued to the screen.
Yeah.
कि आपको पलक झपकाने का मौका ना मिले, आप अपनी कुर्सी की सीट से हिल नहीं पाए, और आप उस दो ढाई घंटे तक एक अलग ही दुनिया में गुम हो जाए. That is the power of cinema. That is the magic of the big screen. Unfortunately, when you start looking your cell phone, if you start looking on the roof,
Talking
you
to each other.
you start looking at your neighbor who's sitting where. That means that something that's going on screen is not holding your attention, and that's where the cinema fails. I think it's very important for any film to keep you glued to the screen. Maybe with the writing is the most important factor.
Right.
Unfortunately, what happens is that we don't really give so much emphasis to the writing part, and then we expect the star power to actually dominate and take it to safety. That doesn't really happen. Star power can save you for a day or two. After that, the content speaks.
Right.
So you need to get the content right in the first place. But
right, you know, something that should have gone to 1,000 crore ended up very 10% of that maybe. Where does that leave the director Farhad Samji, who was also going to do Houseful 4? I don't know if he'll be doing or not. So do you, what, you know, does it impact the director?
You know, some people are very good as writers.
Okay.
They have got that gift of writing very witty lines or, you know, funny lines. And I genuinely feel that he's a better writer vis-a-vis, say, a director. He did impress me in certain portions of Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan, but I genuinely feel that he has his limitations.
Right.
I would not rate him as in Salman's body of work among the best directors that he's worked with.
Right.
As far as Houseful 4 or for the other any films that he's signed or not, I have no idea, and I don't want to comment on it. Maybe with the passage of time he might improve.
Right.
He's got the writing skills right.
Okay.
All he needs to maybe perhaps make a film of his choice, and then, you know,
right,
maybe the true Farhad Samji would come out.